strength. In the wasteland, essential supplies will be scarce. When an item of value is found, keep it close and away from bullies. The stronger you are, the more you can carry. Be sure to know your limits, or you may find it challenging to escape from hazardous scenarios, no matter how strong you are. There are other situations where you may find yourself in close proximity to unfriendly neighbors. For such cases, you must learn to defend yourself using your natural strength. Use anything sharp, or sturdy enough to swing. Get creative with your implement, but stay reasonable. And look for anything that can further enhance your innate vigor. The greater your strength, the greater the impact. But remember, some moments require more than muscle.
Those little cartoons they play at the beginning are so fucking stupid, but I love them, you know. I actually do love them. That's why Fallout's always been... See, most people don't know this, but before Fallout 3, Bethesda didn't actually own Fallout, the whole franchise at all. I forgot who the original franchise owners of the game were, but Fallout 1 and 2 were actually like an RPG, but it wasn't, you couldn't go in first person, and it wasn't as immersive as these games are. See, Fallout 1 and 2, they're like an overhead game, like RuneScape. They were all a lot like RuneScape and shit like that. And in fact, I'll show you what they're like. There's a holotape that you can pick up in the game. It's a video game inside this game, which is kind of stupid, but it's actually called Grognak the Ruby Ruins. Watch this. This is what Fallout 4, I mean, Fallout 1 and 2 were kind of like. I've noticed this right when I first start playing this, it runs real smooth, but like 30 minutes to an hour in playing this, it'll get real laggy. That's because it's just a large game, you know. Now what I need to do is like buy some kind of adapter from Xbox so I can play this shit with a mouse and keyboard. So I'm not mistaken, Acadia somewhere up. Somewhere around here. There should be a Acadia up here. And If not, no, that's okay to up here. I had to do that to get up the mountain. You gotta do weird things to do things sometimes in a game. See, look, you see it's glitching out on me? So I have to, like, turn around while aiming just to fucking... Yeah, it's still doing it to me, you see? I knew where it was right off the bat. How about that, y'all? I was 90 fucking meters away from it. Fuck. But hey, I was close. So I normally don't like this. I normally don't like having to do these missions for all these motherfuckers because it sucks. It's long and drawn out, but you know what? It's for a playthrough, so I'll do it.
When I first climbed this mountain above the fall, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've
Well, in that case, I want a Nuka-Cola, some stim packs, assuming the kind of for our family, and, a pony?
I see. I'm afraid some of those things I'm not in a position to give. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though...
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really?
Whoa! So, see, you got so many different companions you can bring along with you in Fallout 4, and see, this is Far Harbor. It's a DLC. It's a downloadable content. So it's actually an official expansion that Bethesda made for the game. So they actually probably put more work, and the voice actors put more work and more lines into the characters. So I didn't expect Nick Valentine, a synth, to react to a fellow synth like this. It's kind of cool. Let's see what happens.
There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Is this a joke? Do you really know, Nick?
Let me tell you what I know, and you can judge for yourself. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality.
Whoa.
If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors. I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
We need to get back to why we're here. Kasumi Nakano.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
She's human. And she has a family waiting for her.
But imagine what it means if you're wrong. If Kasumi is a synth, then she doesn't have a family. She never had one. Think about how she must feel. None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs. Holes in someone's memory. Feelings of unexplained isolation. Odd dreams. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe? Have you ever questioned your humanity?
No. But if I squint real hard in the mirror, sometimes I look like someone else.
I'm afraid when I try that trick, nothing really changes. I know it might seem impossible that you could be a synth, but tell me, what's the first thing you can remember?
I'm not gonna tell my life story to someone I barely know. Let's hear your answer first.
I was in a laboratory. In the Institute. They were pulling pieces of my head out. Something about wanting to test some neural process. That was every day for months. Strapped down. Operated on. And then I was out. The Institute has fail-safes to strip memories that could identify where they are, how to find them. But I do remember being quite content. I was free. That is my earliest memory. Now, yours?
I was with my husband. We were getting ready for the day. I had to take care of my son.
But no memories. That's usual. Isn't it? I won't lie.
Sure.
But I can promise you that you...
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi.
I'm in the Brotherhood of Steel, and we have plenty to say about synths. How dangerous they are.
We're not dangerous. All we want is...
All right. I'll reserve judgment for now.
Thank you. Now, was there anything else I can do?
I fucked up. I would do all that right now. See, that's why I do little saves. If I don't do those speech checks correctly.
You know, when I first... You...
I came here looking...
Real, as before.
She's human.
But imagine none of us. That's some... I want you. One more. Tell me.
How would I...
I'm instead... But...
No.
I know it might seem impossible.
I remember being in my house the day the bombs fell. We ran to the vault. We were frozen. I was the only survivor.
No memories before then? Just a single day, and then waking up alone? We so easily accept what's presented to us as the truth, don't we? Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds.
Why is he turning around?
change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations.
Why are you doing that?
They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that we will accept you, no matter what you decide.
Stop! Face me! Okay, I'm just gonna post that now on YouTube. That's a new bug.
I'm not a synth. End of discussion.
I understand. Acadia is opened. Kasumi is...
Sure. I'm part of a group that helps synths. A railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping... Yes, they I know how...
Ideals aren't going to protect escaped synths. We do what we have to.
I know that's what you think. Is there anything else you...
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays.
See, he's so sus right now.
You stay right there.
Nick, why are you so sus, bro?
Hey.
I'm listening. Well, don't keep me in suspense. How do you leave?
Is everything all right between us?
Put too fine a point on it. You're the best damn partner I've ever had. So I'd say I'm doing pretty good.
That's all for now.
The way he smiles, bro, he's so sus.
Concerned about you, Dima. You can't solve all the world's problems. Certainly not all at once.
Dearest Faraday.
Looks so sus, bro. What the fuck? So the last time I came through, I had power armor on. I jumped down and killed somebody, and it fucking turned everybody hostile on me. I was like, fuck. I got kind of mad, and I ain't gonna lie.
Circuitry is completely fried.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling?
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what?
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad, I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
Because you're not really their daughter. You're a synth.
Yeah. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Ray are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
You're coming with me, Kasumi.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. But there's something terrible going on. Wait. You find things. Track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me? What?
Sister, there's a lot of things on this island more important than you.
If you could just hold the jokes for a second. You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them. And, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
Personally, I find calculated mass murder to be very soothing.
Look, help me out, and if I'm wrong, you can make all the jokes you want. Now, I've tried doing some digging on my own. I keep seeing there's
Despite knowing next to nothing about hacking, I'm really competent. That's my best option.
If you're sure.
From one case to a new.
I swear someone has the key to that storage room. Maybe Cog? He's always moving supplies around as they come in.
Hey,
There's something you need? Something I can do?
your thoughts?
You see a lot of folks at
Same dialogue all the fucking time.
Locked tight. Hey,
What's the
think you
plan?
can unlock that terminal?
Count on it. What on earth? How are they? Oh. Oh. Sure, that was gonna do it. All right. Let's try a slightly different approach. Nope. I think this one's beyond me.
way I could pick this.
Acadia's far away enough from the Institute that we don't have to worry. I assume you're not planning on staying long.
So you're that new gal from the Commonwealth.
No way I'm cracking this.
You got a thing for antiques, huh?
Dima?
Wait. Your friend there. I'd like to speak to him.
Yeah, I got a few words I want to say myself. Starting with, who the hell are you? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own, and I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick.
Is it repeating?
It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me
Obviously, they didn't do a good job with the game on this one, the expansion,
a
because
chance,
it's
I can explain.
All right, Dima. We'll humor you. Keep talking.
This all started over a century ago, when we were first created. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad.
Hey, Dima.
Yes. What is it?
Kasumi says she's seen parts of your memories. Death projections. Are Far Harbor and the center of the island.
That's unfortunate. She should be focusing on herself, her new life. She shouldn't have to bear the burden of the outside world. Please, this is a matter best left to me and my advisors. We aren't planning to destroy the island. Those projections were merely to help us realize the cost of inaction.
Just a handy reference, huh? Expect us to just take your word on it?
What?
That's...
I'm getting sick of this whole noble leader bullshit from you, Dima. Now stop hiding and tell me the truth.
All right, you've made your point. There's a conflict that's been brewing on this island, shortly after we built Acadia. Between Far Harbor and the Children of Atom.
Simply put, they want to kill each other, and each side wants us to help them.
We've tried to stay neutral, but Far Harbor was going to be wiped out by the fog, so that's when we built the condensers for them.
And I was friends with the previous leader of the Children of Atom, Confessor Martin. I even gave them their headquarters, the submarine base they named the Nucleus.
Which was a mistake, because Martin is gone and the new Confessor, Tectus, is completely insane.
He's been threatening us, to force us to choose a side. I left behind something very important in that submarine base I gave them.
Dima's earliest memories are stored in the military computer banks in that base. The pre-war security systems and Confessor Martin's goodwill were supposed to keep them safe.
But now Tectus is in charge, and he's after Dima's memories. We don't even know what's in them.
But we do know that I spent nearly a century on this island alone. Whatever's in there is too dangerous to allow Tectus to get his hands on them.
I see. So what can I do to help?
If you're willing to retrieve what I've lost and bring my memories back to me, then we'd all be one step closer to solving this conflict without bloodshed.
You'll have to get through the Children of Atom's base. You're new on the island, so you might be able to pose as a recruit.
Then, once you get to the memory banks, you'll have to use a special program Dima and I have been working on to break through the security systems.
It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
So how does this program work?
There will be a fairly ordinary-looking terminal with some attachments. The program will give you access to the terminal. Once you attempt to obtain a memory, your perspective might shift a little. Just relax then. The program will explain things to you as you need them.
I'm gonna replace all your memories with pictures of cats. Meow.
Well, I suppose that would certainly make remembering some of my darker hours more fuzzy. In all seriousness, good luck. I understand the risks you're taking on our behalf. It's in all our best interest that you succeed. One more thing. Our ultimate goal must be to bring peace.
If we find anything suspicious in those
Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're going to find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? It wasn't Dima planning to destroy the island. He's worried the children of Adam will. Or is he still hiding something? What could be in those memories that he would leave them behind? Is there really something in them? Do you have a way?
I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote. It's supposed to help me.
Really? I wonder if... Oh, but that's it. And then Faraday's program would be I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions.
If all I find in those memories is just 100 years worth of Dima staring at a wall, I'm gonna be really annoyed.
Well, if you did, that's almost good, right?
Richter, please, you can't do this. We've
It's
been loyal.
Grand Zealot to you, and your dedication is coming to doubt. You need to prove your faith. One of you may return to the fold. The other will return to Adam.
Richter, this is insane. You can't expect us to...
Will there be anything else?
That'll be all, sister.
Thank you, Grand Zealot.
You. What are you doing here? Did Far Harbor send you?
Oh, no. I'm with Vault-Tec. Can I interest you in a new life underground?
There's only one person getting put in the ground unless I get my answer. Now, did you come here from that blasted town?
It's okay. I'm not from Far Harbor. I'm from the Commonwealth.
Quite the journey. So, explain to me what you're doing here. You come seeking a place among Adam's children?
I'm not interested in your cult. Just let me in. We won't have any problems.
That's not happening. Oh,
By doing what, exactly?
there is a small spring not far from here. Those chosen by Adam drink and are granted something. A token, an experience. Those not chosen rarely return.
Sorry, not interested.
Fine. Then I...
Actually, I have a wonderful idea right now. What if I go buy a hazmat suit before I walk up in this motherfucker?
At least it's not raining. Nice job with those defenses. I've got nothing else I need right now. I think Preston may want to chat, though.
Strong want to smash something. Tinker.
I'll hand it to you. This place isn't awful. It's still a hole, but it could be worse.
World is bigger than Strong knew. Humans all look funny.
Just when you think you're safe, you're not. That's how they always get you.
Fist was weak leader. Strong glad to be rid of him. Strong hope we find milk of human kindness soon.
Sure, let me just stop what I'm doing to talk to you. I'm being sarcastic. Leave me alone.
Strong getting hungry. Want someone to eat. Someday, super mutants kill everything.
I'll stop complaining when there's nothing left to complain about.
Let's trade some things.
What?
I'm always glad to see the sun come up one more time.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
I want to trade a few things.
Sure.
Let's
if
trade.
You work, you eat. It's simple as that.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
So boring.
That's probably what y'all say when y'all in my videos. You're so boring.
So many humans.
Not many super mutants.
Not many super mutants.
I leveled up yet.
Want to do more fighting? Strong want to smash something. Strong getting hungry. Want someone to eat. Getting hungry. No green stuff here. Someday, super mutants kill everything. So many humans, not many super mutants.
Seems to be growing well.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Go ahead. I hope you find your son.
Strong hope we find milk of humankind soon.
Nice piece you got there. Just keep it holstered.
We can talk about guns, or maybe you want...
Sure. Let's take a look.
Feel free to test the grips.
Suntan, I suggest we get a move on.
The bomb!
to get the coolant pumping. Here, lend your hand with that terminal.
Alright guys, I'll see you later. I'm gonna go get some to eat. Peace.